Forecasters are calling for above average activity during the hurricane season, which begins June 1st, and it will be happening on top of the coronavirus crisis. We are bringing in Ray Farmer, president of the National Association of Insurance Commissioners, also known as NAIC. He's also the director of the South Carolina Department of Insurance. Good to have you here. A lot of people have been battling storms this past few weeks. What are some ways to prepare for the upcoming hurricane season?
Well, we've noticed recently that forces of nature don't really care that we're going through a global pandemic. So hurricanes, tornadoes, severe storms, they're going to come, pandemic or not. So we need to be prepared and ready as much as possible. So the first step would be make a plan for you and your family to stay safe during such an event. You know, during a hurricane, you could build an emergency kit that you could pick up on the way out the door if you had to evacuate. In that kit or go bag, you know, in addition to clothes and some food and water, certainly take your medicines, but also include some contact information so you can get in touch with your insurance company, your insurance agent, if you need to start the claims process before you're able to return home. And to assist in that claims process, now that we're still sheltering in place, prepare a home inventory. Make it a family project. Go in each room of the house, make a list of the items in that room, take pictures, take videos, just document as best you can what the contents of your home are in case you have to prove to the insurance company what your losses are after a catastrophic loss.
What can people do to better prepare their homes for storms and natural disasters?
Well, outside, just clean, tidy up the yard, clean the debris from your yard. In the event of a hurricane, bring in lawn furniture, children's toys. You don't want those things to be flying debris in a 100-mile-an-hour storm. So just kind of tidy up the yard and make it as safe as possible before a hurricane.
What are some common misconceptions about insurance coverage?
Well, one real misconception is that the peril of flood is covered in our homeowners policy. It is not. Those are two separate policies. But a flood insurance policy is readily available. FEMA has the National Flood Insurance Program, or you can contact your local insurance agent or the company whom you do business with to purchase an additional policy for the peril of flood.
What about people who don't live near the ocean or in a high-risk flood zone? Should they consider flood insurance?
Well, you really ought to consider it because 20% of the flood claims in this country come from areas that are not designated as high-risk flood zones. So, Angie, a good rule of thumb is if it rains at your house, you could be in a flood zone. So at least make an informed decision about purchasing flood insurance.
Well, we thank you for bringing all this critical information to our show. Have a good one. For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.